Why is selecting suitable topics important in speaking skill? It increases student interest and motivation, encourages the student to participate, makes speaking activities easier, helps the student speak confidently. Topics should match students' age and level. How should teachers select topics for different levels of a student? Teachers should select topics according to students' need and interest. For primary level, simple and interesting topics like cartoons and toys should be selected. For secondary level, topics related to technology and gadgets should be selected. And for higher level, social issues and future plans should be selected. Why is confidence important in speaking skill? It helps students speak without fear, improves fluency in communication, encourages expression of ideas, reduces hesitation and shyness, makes a student better speaker. How can teacher build confidence in a student for speaking English? By appreciating a student's effort, encouraging English speaking in class, avoid harsh criticism, provide positive feedback, create opportunities for speaking activities. What causes hesitation in speaking? Fear of mistake, criticism from teachers or classmates, lack of confidence, shyness and nervousness, unfriendly classroom environment. How can hesitation in speaking be removed? Create a friendly classroom environment, encourage students to speak freely, treat mistakes as part of learning, use motivating and positive language, build students' confidence gradually. Why are introduction activities important in speaking skills? It creates friendly classroom environment, builds confidence in speaking, helps a student learn self-expression, develops social and communication skills, prepares students for real-life situations. What is Know Me activity? Know Me is a pair or group speaking activity in which students ask questions and learn about each other. It improves speaking confidence, encourages interaction among students, develops communication skills, promotes learner-centered learning, helps students share ideas freely. What is the role of the teacher in speaking activities? The role of a teacher is to act as a facilitator and guide, encourage participation, monitor pair and group work, give positive feedback, maintain balance and discipline in class. What is imperatives in speaking skill? Imperatives are sentences used to give orders, instructions, or commands. Its features include it is direct in nature, used for immediate actions, common in classroom, use simple language and vocabulary. For example, open the door or sit down. Why is fluency important in speaking skill? It helps a student speak smoothly, improves confidence in communication, makes conversation natural, develops speaking ability gradually, reduces nervousness while speaking. How can teachers improve fluency in students? It gives students time to speak, avoid interrupting frequently, provide feedback later, use classroom word banks, encourage regular speaking practice. What is intonation and why is it important? Intonation is the rise and fall of voice while speaking. Changes meaning of sentences. Intonation changes meaning of sentences, improves pronunciation and expression, makes the speech interesting and clear, helps listener understand emotions and meanings. How can teachers teach intonation effectively? By repeating sentences several times, use compare and contrast activities, use audio recordings or language labs, highlight stressed words on the board, practice pronunciation regularly. What is accuracy in speaking skill? Accuracy means speaking with correct grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary. Accuracy develops slowly. Practice is necessary. Teachers should be patient. 100% accuracy in foreign language is difficult. Why is practice important for accuracy in speaking English? Makes language natural, improves pronunciation and grammar, builds speaking confidence, helps students use English correctly, develops fluency over time. What is fun language? Fun language is an informal and playful way of learning language through games and activity. It used in casual situation, makes learning enjoyable, includes quotes, gestures, and funny expressions, should not be used in formal situations. Why are greetings important in speaking? teach manners and politeness. It improves pronunciation and intonation, help a student communicate confidently, familiarize students with everyday expressions, and develop a speaking practice. Why are polite language and intonation important? It advises and requests. It makes requests respectful, prevents rude communication, improves effectiveness of advice, creates positive interaction. Proper intonation changes meaning in an tone. What is pragmatics and speaking skill? Pragmatics means the practical use of language in communication. It focuses on polite and effective communication. Word selection is very important. Language should be practical and meaningful. Negative and insulting words should be avoided. Why is interpretation important in speaking skill? Words can have different meaning. Misunderstanding can occur easily in speaking. Meanings should be clarified clearly. Context helps in understanding correct meaning, improves communication effectiveness. That's why interpretation is important in speaking skills. How do description activities improve speaking skill? It improves observation skill, increase vocabulary, develops sentence formation, encourages speaking practice, and help students describe people and objects confidently. Why are adjectives important in speaking skills? It helps describe people, places, and things, improve vocabulary, make speaking more interesting, develop sentence building skills, encourage creative expression. What is peer assessment? Peer assessment is a process in which students assess the performance of their classmates. It improves listening skills, encourages fair assessment, helps students learn from others, develops confidence and motivation, makes students understand assessment criteria. Why is pair work important in speaking assessment? It encourages natural conversation, reduces nervousness, helps teacher assess student easily, improves fluency and confidence, makes speaking activities more interactive. What is reflection in speaking assessment? Reflection is a method in which students observe and evaluate speaking activities and performances. Student assess speaking skill, focuses on pronunciation and intonation. Teacher provides balanced feedback, encourages improvement through observation. Why is teacher support important in speaking skill? It guides the student correctly, builds confidence, helps student use proper vocabulary, encourages polite communication, and corrects mistakes positively. What are the learning outcomes of speaking skill? The learning outcomes of speaking skills are speak confidently in English, improve fluency in pronunciation, learn through practice and games, develop communication skills, gain confidence through encouragement. What are the four basic English language skills? The four basic English language skills are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These skills help in effective communication. All language skills are interconnected. Improvement in one skill supports the other. What is the importance of listening skills in language learning? It improves pronunciation and intonation, helps a student understand spoken language, develops speaking skills, improves concentration and comprehension, helps the students learn correct word usage. How can teacher develop listening skill in a student? Use audio tapes and language labs, focus on pronunciation and intonation, write important words on the board, use short and clear sentences, and create quiet and distraction free environment. And this way, or by using these methods, teacher can develop listening skill in students. What are significant points for developing listening skills? The points are focus on word stress and intonation. Listen carefully for information and details. Repeat difficult words. Identify accent, gender, and age of speakers. Practice mirror and repetition exercises. How can focus building exercises improve listening skills? These skills help in effective communication. All language skills are interconnected. Improvement one skill supports the other. What are communication gaps in listening skill? Communication gaps occur when students miss or misunderstand information during listening activities. The causes for gap in listening skills are lack of concentration, noise and distraction, unclear understanding for instruction. Solution to prevent from these gap in listening skills are repeat audio if needed, provide clear instructions, and create relaxed classroom environment. What are the important feature of good essay? The important feature of good essay include clear introduction, body, and conclusion. Each paragraph should express one idea. Proper linking between paragraphs, use of rich vocabulary and adjectives, correct word count, and sentence structure. Why is vocabulary important in essay writing? It makes essays more interesting, improves expression of ideas, avoid repetition of simple words, develops creative writing, creates a strong impression on examiner. What is importance of gap filling exercises? It improves vocabulary skill, helps students from meaningful sentences, develop reading and writing skills, improve understanding of sentence structure, helps students learn correct word usage. What is the importance of match the words exercise? It improves vocabulary, helps the student learn similar words, develops understanding of meaning, improves reading skills, encourages students to think of new words. How do matching exercises help in vocabulary building? Teach synonyms and collocations, improve word recognition, increase understanding of meaning, encourage independent learning, strengthen language skill. Why is defining characters important in literature? It is important because it helps a student understand the story better, develops imagination and creativity, improves descriptive skills, helps students understand personalities and roles, makes reading more interesting. How can teachers teach characters understanding effectively? By asking students to draw characters, use role play activities, encourage discussions about characters, allow students to imagine character traits, use characters outside the course as examples. What is the importance of look for a picture activity? It develops imagination, improves descriptive speaking and writing, encourages creativity, builds observation skills, increases student participation. How should teachers conduct picture description activities? By using interesting and detailed picture, encourage free imagination, avoid harsh criticism, allow students to create background stories, motivate all students to participate. What is the importance of short story writing? It improves creative writing skills, develops imagination, enhance sentence formation, encourage independent thinking, makes learning enjoyable. How can teachers help a student write short stories? Give beginning or ending of a story to a student. Use gap filling exercise. Provide pictures and multimedia resource. Tell stories orally. Encourage students to continue the story creatively. Why are scene and situations important in short story writing? It helps a student understand the background of a story, create context and imagination, improve understanding of culture and environment, make story writing easier and meaningful, help students develop ideas according to the theme. How can teacher help a student in short story writing? Teachers should explain theme and background clearly, discuss scene and situation before writing, provide vocabulary and ideas, specify story types such as dramatic or real life, guide students according to their level. What is present simple tense? Present simple tense describe action that happen regularly or at the present time. Structure of simple present tense is subject plus verb plus object. Example include I eat an apple, she plays cricket. What is past simple tense? Past simple tense describe actions that happened in the past. The structure of past simple tense is subject plus past form of verb plus object. Example, I ate an apple, she played cricket. Differentiate between present simple and past simple. Present simple describe present action. Past simple describe past action. Present simple uses base form of verb while past simple use past form of verb. Example of present simple is I go and example of past simple is I went. What is continuous tense? Continuous tense describe action that are continuing or in progress. There are two types of continuous tense, present continuous and past continuous. Example of continuous tense is I am writing a letter and I was writing a letter. Differentiate between present continuous and past continuous. Present continuous action happening now, and in past continuous action was happening in past. In present continuous, we use am, is, and are, and in past continuous, we use was and were. Example of present continuous is I am reading, and example of past continuous is I was reading. Why is grammar important in writing skill? Grammar makes writing correct and clear, improves sentence formation, helps students communicate properly, develops understanding of tense, improves reading and writing skills. What is present perfect tense? Present perfect tense describes an action completed in the recent past but connected to the present. A structure of present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus past participle plus object. Example include I have written a letter. Present perfect tense shows recently completed action. It uses past participle form of verb. What is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense describes an action completed before another action in past. Subject plus had plus past participle plus object. This is the structure of past perfect tense. Example include I had written a letter. Importance of past perfect tense is it shows action completed in past. It explains sequence of past events. Differentiate between present perfect and past perfect. Present perfect connected with present time, past perfect connected with past time. Present perfect uses has and have, past perfect uses had. Example of present perfect is I have written. An example of past perfect is I had written. Why are participle important in perfect tenses? Participle are important because they help form perfect tenses, show completed action, improve grammar accuracy, help a student understand verb forms, make sentence meaning clear. What is future tense? Future tense describe action that will happen in future. Subject plus will or shall plus verb plus object is the structure of past tense. Example include I will eat an apple tomorrow. What are the important features of future tense? It describes future plans or wishes, uses will or shall, uses future time words like tomorrow and later, helps express future actions clearly. Why is grammar important in learning English language skill? It improves sentence formation, makes communication correct and clear, helps the student understand tenses, improves speaking and writing skills, develops language accuracy. What is the importance of survey education? It helps teachers know students' interests, identifies favorite genre and learning preferences, helps improve curriculum planning, makes learning student-centered, increases students' motivation and participation. What is planning for different groups? Planning for different groups mean designing lessons according to the students' different abilities and needs. It's also called differentiated teaching. Activities are planned for all learners, easy tasks for average student, challenging tasks for advanced students. Every student gets equal opportunity to learn. Why is differentiated teaching important? Caters to mixed ability students, encourages participation of all learners, prevents students from feeling ignored, improves learning according to ability level, builds confidence and motivation. Why are clear instructions important in classroom activities? It reduces confusion and mistakes, saves time during activities, helps a student understand tasks clearly, increases students' confidence, improve effective learning. How can teachers give effective instruction? Write instruction on board or worksheets, encourage students to ask questions, remove ambiguities immediately, make task requirements clearly, ensure all students can see and understand instruction. Why should lesson modification be carefully planned? Sudden change can create confusion. Modification should match lesson objective. Teacher should review effectiveness of modification. Change should support student learning needs. Modification can be discussed in staff meeting. What is need analysis? Need analysis is the process of identifying students' learning need, interests, and difficulties. Use questionnaire, observe student responses, identify learning style, and assess strengths and weaknesses. Why is need analysis important for teacher? It is important for teacher because it helps teacher plan better lessons, identifies student need extra help, improves teaching methods, supports individual learning needs, encourage effective classroom learning. Who is visual learners? Visual learners are students who learn best through pictures, videos, movies, and visual material. Remember visual details easily, enjoy drawing and pictures, learn better through diagrams and charts, respond well to visual activities. How can teachers help visual learners? Use pictures, charts, and videos, provide resources, books with images, use multimedia activities, encourage drawing activities, connect lesson with visual examples. Who are audio learners? Audio learners are students who learn best through listening, learn from sound and spoken language, remember instructions easily, who enjoy audio tapes and discussions, who improve through listening activity. How can teachers teach audio learners effectively? Use audio recordings and tapes, practice pronunciation and sounds, use listening exercises, encourage attention to spoken instruction, use sounds identification activities. Who are kinesthetic learners? Kinesthetic learners are students who learn best through physical activities and touching objects like movement and hands-on activities. Learn by touching and doing, enjoy outdoor and practical activities, do not like sitting in one place for long. How can teacher help kinesthetic learner? Use practical and outdoor activities, allow students to touch and explore objects, use real objects and models, include movement in learning tasks, avoid discouraging active behavior. Who are intrapersonal learners? Intrapersonal learners are students who learn best alone and independently. They prefer working by themselves, need quiet environment, avoid distraction, and learn better through self-study. Who are interpersonal learners? Interpersonal learners are students who learn best through social interaction and group work, enjoy discussion and teamwork. They like leadership role. They learn through communication and prefer learning with friends. Who are logical learners? Logical learners are students who learn best through logic, reasoning, and numbers. They are good at mathematics and problem solving, learn through patterns and logic, enjoy analytic activities like structured learning. Who are linguistic learners? Linguistic learners are students who learn best through words and language. They learn from listening to language. They easily remember spoken words, respond well to verbal communication, enjoy reading and speaking activities. Why should teachers make their own resources? They should make their own resources because resources can match students' need, make learning practical and interesting, increase student participation, create enjoyable classroom environment, and help teachers use creative teaching methods. How can teachers create useful classroom resources? Use audio and video materials, create resource corners in classroom, use technology for teaching aids, encourage students to prepare resources, use simple and practical material. What is the importance of print resources in teaching? They are easily available in and inexpensive, improve reading skills, provide authentic learning material, increase vocabulary and comprehension, encourage independent learning. How can recyclable materials be used as print resource? Newspaper, old books, letters, magazine, newspaper cuttings. These all are the examples of recyclable material. Benefits of these materials are they low cost learning materials, encourage creativity, develop resource collection habits. How can newspaper be used in language teaching? discussion activities, vocabulary building, headline reading exercise, writing gist of articles, word identification for beginners. What is pyramid discussion? Pyramid discussion is an activity in which pairs share information with other pairs until the whole class exchange ideas. It improves communication skill, encourages teamwork, develops discussion skills, and improve understanding of information. How can magazine be used in language learning? Identify formal and informal writing, improve visual learning, encourage discussion about pictures, develop speaking and creative skills, provide examples of different writing styles. Why should teacher monitor magazine activities carefully, ensure students stay focused, prevent inappropriate content use, guide student during discussion, maintain discipline in classroom, keep activities educational and meaningful? Why is reading maps important for a student? It helps student understand direction, develops independent learning, improves observation and navigation skills, helps the student locate places easily, makes practical learning possible. How can teachers teach map reading skills effectively? Use Google Map and printed maps. Create maps of a school or classroom. Arrange practical outdoor activities. Ask students to locate places. Use tick mark activities for destinations. What is the importance of charts and leaflets in teaching? Make learning interesting and visual. Encourage creativity in students, help in vocabulary building, support learner centered activities, improve participation and teamwork. How can charts and leaflet be used in classroom activities? Cut and paste words on charts, display learning materials on walls, create classroom resources, use recycled materials for activities, encourage students to prepare resources themselves. Why should classroom be learner centered? It increases student participation, encourages independent learning, makes learning enjoyable, develops creativity and responsibility, reduces over dependence on teacher. What are online resources? Online resources are digital learning materials available through the internet. For example, Google Scholars, online dictionaries, educational websites, online libraries, or nursery rhyme websites. What is the importance of online resources in English in language learning? It provides easy access to information, improve vocabulary and sentence formation, support independent learning, offer audio and visual learning material, help students and teachers save time. How can online dictionaries helpful? For a student, it helps students learn meanings quickly, improve vocabulary, teach synonyms and sentence formation, support pronunciation learning, make learning easy and convenient. इसके साथ ही हमारे लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आंसर की ये सीरीज मुकम्मल होती है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल रहेगी। इससे आप अपने शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर्स, अपने एमसीक्यूज और लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आंसर्स तीनों में अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकेंगे। मेरी वीडियो को अपने फेलो स्टूडेंट के साथ वर्चुअल यूनिवर्सिटी के डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे, डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स पे जरूर शेयर करें ताकि आपकी तरह दूसरे स्टूडेंट भी जो मिड टर्म प्रिपरेशन के लिए परेशान है उन तक ये वीडियो पहुंच सके। ठीक है, कोई फीडबैक आप देना चाहें या आप कुछ सवाल करना चाहें तो कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर कीजिएगा। चैनल पर नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करना हरगिज ना भूलिएगा। मैं इंशाअल्लाह अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो के साथ जल्द हाजिर होंगी। तब तक आप सब अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज।